In this English lesson, I wanted to help you learn the English phrase, a moment in the sun. When we talk about a moment in the sun, we're talking about a time when you were maybe a little bit famous for a day. A good example would be this. A few years ago, someone came to market from the newspaper and took a picture of Jen in her booth selling flowers. And then the following week, Jen was on the front page of the town newspaper. Not a big newspaper, just a small newspaper. But that was Jen's moment in the sun. It was her moment for a few days to be just a little bit famous. It was her moment for just a little while for people to know who she was. Maybe you'll have the same thing someday. Maybe someone will take a picture of you somewhere and you'll be in the newspaper for a day and you'll have your moment in the sun. The other phrase I wanted to teach you today is the phrase, I'll be with you in a moment. Did I spell this right? I'll be with you in a moment. Yes. This is a phrase you often hear when you're waiting in line somewhere. Let's say I had to renew my driver's license. I would go to the renewal office, and when I walked in, the person at the desk might say, I'll be with you in a moment. What that means is that they're busy doing something else, and if you just wait a little while, they'll start to help you in just a little while. So it's a very common thing to hear, especially when you go somewhere like a license renewal bureau. You might hear it in a restaurant as well. If the server is really busy, they might say, just have a seat over here, I'll be with you in a moment. So to review, when you have your moment in the sun, when you have a moment in the sun, it means that you're famous just for a little while. And when someone says to you, I'll be with you in a moment, it means that they will help you or assist you in just a little while. But hey, let's look at a comment from a previous video. This comment is from Snazzy, and Snazzy says, my handwriting is quite good on paper, but when I write on a whiteboard with a marker, it becomes horrible. Interesting lesson, thanks. And my response, I think if I needed to do more handwriting, it would be better. One of the problems is I'm just not used to it anymore. So that is one of the problems, isn't it? When you're used to something, it's easy to do, but when you don't do it for a while, you kind of aren't good at it anymore. I guess that's the best way to describe it. Hey, you can see behind me that I'm in town again, but what I wanted to show you is that if I turn across the road, you'll actually see huge empty fields. And the reason I wanted to come and make a video out here is because we're really close in Canada to the time when tractors and farm equipment will be out in the fields starting to get ready to plant things. In fact, you'll see equipment go by like that. That might have been a whole bunch of seed. Actually, I'm not sure what that was. But anyways, it is definitely drier. We haven't had rain for almost a week. The soil is starting to dry out to the point where tractors can go on the fields. And soon what we'll see is people working up the soil, and we'll see people out planting crops. So once again, when I turn this way, you'll see that it looks like I'm in town, but if I turn the other way, you'll see that right across the road is a large field. So anyways, I'm looking forward to this. I don't do my own planting at home. My neighbor actually does it for me, but he'll be coming in a few days and working up my field and planting my crops. I'm just growing soybeans this year, so just one crop. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this little lesson. I think I'm finishing this one a bit early because I'm running out of things to talk about. That's rare. How did that happen? How did Bob the Canadian run out of stuff to talk about? No, maybe I didn't. Anyways, I'll see you in a couple days with another short lesson. Bye.